Have you ever seen a man surrounded by gold, music, servants, and power, yet emptier inside than a beggar on the street? Long ago, in an age of turbans, trumpets, and stone palaces, there lived a king named Raja Devraj. His kingdom stretched far and wide, from fertile rivers to burning plains. His palace walls were carved with stories of victory and glory. Whatever the king desired reached him before he could even speak. If Devraj wished for music, 100 musicians filled the court. If he craved sweetness, rare fruits from distant lands appeared on golden plates. If boredom touched him, dancers spun, poets recited, jugglers performed. People whispered in awe, "Raja Devraj lives a golden life." But the king did not feel golden. Every morning he woke surrounded by servants, yet something inside him felt hollow. He watched dancers move with perfect grace, but their beauty left him cold. He listened to drums thunder through the palace, but their rhythm no longer stirred his blood. Food once rich with spice now tasted like dust in his mouth. At night, beneath a ceiling painted with stars, Devraj stared into the darkness. His chest felt heavy. "This makes no sense," he thought. "I have everything." So he ordered more celebrations. More feasts, more pleasure, more noise to drown the silence inside him. But joy did not return. Worried, the king summoned the royal physicians. They checked his pulse, his breath, his eyes. After long examination, the oldest physician bowed low. "Maharaja," he said gently, "your body is strong." Devraj snapped. "Then why do I feel dead inside?" The physician hesitated, then spoke softly. "Because the heart was not meant to be entertained endlessly. It was meant to be engaged." The king dismissed him in anger. That night, unable to sleep, Devraj did something he had never done before. He left the palace alone, dressed in simple clothes, and walked through the outer streets of his kingdom, places kings rarely touched. There, beneath a neem tree, sat an old sarangi player. His clothes were patched. His instrument was worn. Yet when he played, the music flowed like a quiet river. It was simple, honest, alive. Devraj stopped walking. For the first time in years, his chest tightened. He stood there listening until the song ended. Without thinking, the king placed a gold coin in the musician's hand. The old man looked at the coin, then at Devraj, and smiled gently. "Too heavy a coin for such a small song," he said. "Gold means nothing to me," Devraj replied bitterly. "I have more than I could ever use." The musician studied him and said calmly, "Then you are poor in the most dangerous way." Devraj stiffened. "Watch your tongue." But the musician was unafraid. "A man surrounded by pleasure yet unable to feel joy has overdosed on comfort." Those words struck deeper than any insult. Devraj's voice dropped. "Can you fix me?" "I cannot fix you," the musician said. "But I can challenge you." Devraj leaned forward. "Live for 40 days without royal pleasure," the musician said. "Live simply like your people live. Earn your moments. Sit with silence." The king let out a dark laugh. "That sounds like punishment." "Yes," the musician replied. "And punishment is sometimes medicine." Something inside Devraj trembled. After a long pause, he said, "I accept." The next day, the palace was silent. Music stopped. Feasts were canceled. Entertainment vanished. The first days were torture. Devraj felt restless, angry, lost. Without pleasure to distract him, his thoughts grew loud. Memories returned. Ignored faces. Broken promises. Years spent consuming instead of creating. By the 10th day, boredom burned like fire. Then sadness rose. Then exhaustion softened him. And slowly, something changed. He noticed how cool dawn felt on stone floors. He noticed farmers laughing despite tired hands. He noticed how food tasted richer when hunger came honestly. One evening, while helping repair a broken cart, Devraj laughed. A real laugh. It surprised him. He froze, then laughed again, louder. On the 40th night, he returned to the neem tree. The musician was waiting. "Well?" the old man asked. Devraj bowed deeply. "I felt more alive in hardship than I ever felt in pleasure." The musician nodded. "Why did joy leave me?" Devraj asked. "Because pleasure without purpose numbs the soul," the musician said, "but effort wakes it." Devraj whispered, "And now?" The musician smiled. "Now you rule not only a kingdom, but yourself." When Devraj looked up, the musician was gone. Years later, Raja Devraj was remembered differently. Not for his gold, but because he walked among his people. He worked beside them. He listened more than he commanded. One day a child asked him, "Maharaja, are you happy?" Devraj smiled softly. "I am no longer entertained," he said. "I am alive." Pleasure weakens the heart when it comes without effort. Purpose restores feeling. A person is richest not when they own everything, but when they can still feel life moving inside them. And that is the truth this story leaves us with. Joy is not born from comfort alone. When life becomes too easy, when everything is available without effort, the heart falls asleep. True fulfillment comes when we engage with life, when we work for something, help someone, struggle a little, and earn our moments instead of escaping into distractions.